Y'all, this episode of Married to Medicine, we spent like a half hour talking about a Birkin bag. Like, if this is all we got, we could have literally skipped to the couples trip. We didn't even need this filler episode. I'm just saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm Shayna. If you're new here, I'm reviewing Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 8, Baby Birkin. Listen, your girl is still fighting with YouTube to try to get remonetized. So if you enjoyed the content in the video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe. All the things is free and I appreciate it. Okay, let's get into it. So Toya, we start off with her telling her husband and her son Ashton that she wants to throw a baby shower. And it was like, a baby shower for what? For who? And she was like, for Stormy. And Ashton was like, that's her Birkin. And she was like, how you know? Like, how you know that was about my Birkin? And he was like, you just made it your entire personality. Listen, the children be telling the truth. Like, what else does Toya have going on? Really, if we did a cast shakeup right now, excuse me, if we had to recast, who would be like y'all top 3 people to go? Me, I'm gonna start with Dr. Jackie. I know she's some of y'all faves, but Dr. Jackie really ain't had nothing going on since Cecil cheated on her down to that airport. I mean, nothing at all besides, her disdain for Black pregnant women, even though that's her specialty. But she's an OB/GYN. It's neither here nor there. Dr. Jackie can go first. I would get rid of. It's like I don't want to get rid of Toya. But for the lack of storyline, and when she does talk about something, it's like either she's putting her son's business on blast or embarrassing Eugene. Like, girl, you just gonna, maybe I won't stop get rid of them, but y'all gonna have to come with some new material. Y'all gonna have to come with something else. Something else got to be going on. Now we already know Phaedra's leaving. Thank goodness. So Phaedra would be my go-to. I know a lot of y'all don't like Sweet Tea. I don't mind Sweet Tea. It's just this back and forth with Heavenly. Like, girl, we gonna get there. Anywho, Toya said she wanted Ashton to cook. She was on cooking duty. He was like, how much am I getting paid by the hour? I know that's right. Because Eugene was like, look, she buying 30, because he was like, how much is that Birkin? Ashton was like 32,000, 32 racks, 30 bands. And he was like, oh, well, we got 30,000 to spend on a bag, and surely you can pay Ashton by the hour. I know that's right. But this is so silly. I guess Eugene made it known, like, look, she bought that bag with her own money. So in the next scene, we see Jackie and Heavenly. Quad comes in, and they tell her they only met around 50,000 of the 100,000 goal. So they only got 50K of it. They only got about half for the Met Gala. Well, with the stuff y'all was giving away, I mean, hello, duh. No one's surprised. If Dr. Jackie said her goal was 25, why would you let Phaedra talk you into going up to 100? Keep it at 25, and then when y'all came up with 50, then it would have been like, oh, wow, we exceeded our goal of 50. Not, oh, now we got to scramble around to try to meet the 100,000. This is a legitimate charity, okay? So I don't really like it. I mean, y'all was giving away trips, but people got to book their own flight, and the trip was $4,000. And I could take my $4,000 and just book a trip somewhere else altogether. Y'all selling bowls and y'all selling ashtrays. And what is going on? A date with Phaedra? And then the person who stepped up talking about, I already went on a date with Phaedra 20 years ago. What's happening? Cooking with Quad? Girl, I don't got to cook with you. TikTok is back up. I could watch my cooking recipes on TikTok for free. I'm just saying. Now, the cooking with Quad was probably the best thing. But that anyway, that's neither here nor there. Come to find out, apparently the man who offered the $4,000 to go on a date with Phaedra, he retracted his $4K. He wanted his money back, and they gave him the refund. I don't care. I didn't watch Heavenly or nothing else outside of the show, but I did hear that Heavenly said that Phaedra just told the guy, like, oh, it's just for TV, like, don't worry about it. And then they literally swiped his card. How did they get his card information though? Like, if you just posing up here for the cameras, what were you doing digging in your wallet and getting your card out? Once you swipe your card, this is for charity. Okay, you're going to have to dispute it with your bank or something. I don't know, right? Do a tax write-off. I don't know, but no. And then, okay, fine. That's $4,000. Wouldn't be no big thing if they didn't make this $100,000 goal that they were trying to meet. So they put the money back on Phaedra and what she owes. So she owed like 40 something. Now she owed 50 something. So, but I don't think she should be responsible for that. Well, she did tell him, come on up here for the cameras. I guess we got to put it on somebody, child. I don't know. So Simone said Phaedra shouldn't have been co-chair. Well, we know this was like heavily produced anyway, so production was behind that. So we get introduced to Dr. Mimi, a fellow psychiatrist, and her former NFL husband, child, I forgot his name. They're on a date. This is a couple's outing. So it's Dr. Mimi, her husband, Sweet Tea, and Dr. Greg, Dr. Simone and Cecil, and Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott. So T mentions her age gap dating class. Why on earth do we need a class on this? Why do we need a class on this? This is like not new news. Like, there's not no newfound information, something that y'all are just the first to do it. People have been having age gaps in dating since dating began. What are you talking about? But okay. I mean, I don't know if I would go as far as getting a man that's 23 years older than me. But I'll do about like 10. I might do like 10 years. A good 10 years. Maybe a good 15, depend. 23 kind of pushing it. But I mean, people have done bigger and larger age gaps than that. So Simone and Cecil invite everyone to the couples trip, even the newbies. We just met y'all, but hey, come on a trip with us. Okay, hey, how y'all doing? A side note, Contessa, what you got on? She's so beautiful. But when it comes to her getting dressed, she always miss. Like, girl, you on camera. I don't care what you do in your downtime, but like when the cameras is rolling, hire a temp. Like, get a temporary stylist just for like when you back on the season. You know, even if it's in a friend of capacity. She's been on the show quite a bit, even being a friend of. So, yeah. She got the money, shoot. Simone says she asked Heavenly to assist with the trip, and Sweet Tea and Dr. Contessa wasn't having that. They like, help in what capacity? Like, what you mean? And she's like, to like, I don't know, whatever she said, break the ice or bury the hatchet or something like that. So Sweet Tea's demeanor changed, and Simone wants T to let it go. She want her to let that beef go. Look. Her feelings, I'm not trying to invalidate Sweet Tea's feelings. Her feelings are hers, and they're valid. Like, both Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly both said offensive things, though. It wasn't one-sided. Heavenly took it too far with that comment she made about Dr. G. But at this point, she's already apologized. If you don't accept her apology because she said her apologies are fake, then what else do you want the lady to do? Like, I really want her to let it go because I don't want to hear about it no more. Like, please let it go. Or get off the show. If you can't let it go, then you're going to have to get off the show. I don't want to hear about this next season. And y'all know they're not about to let Heavenly go. So, girl. So, Sweet Tea's sweet and savory dating event has begun. And y'all know, come to find out. Shout out to Rodney the Voices. I had no idea, but apparently Quad has deemed her spices and her seasonings sweet and savory. She gave that name to her spices years ago. For Sweet Tea to come in there and get the exact same name, word for word, bar for bar, line by line. I'm talking about didn't throw no apostrophe or nothing. Like, didn't do a savory with a dollar sign for the edge. Just flat out took the name. Like, girl. I knew she was a fan, but it's giving obsessed. Or maybe single white female. What y'all think? It's weird. It's weird. And the fact that her husband going along with it is weirder. So Phaedra came in, and that lipstick is awful. My goodness. Oh, good grief. Look like them fake lips that people put on their mouth. I don't know. It was horrible. And then the way she was sticking her lips out made it worse. Like, girl, I don't know how she snatched up that young man with that lipstick. He must know who she is from around the way, because, I hate it. So, Sweet Tea says she and Greg are 23 years apart, but it's not a sugar daddy, sugar baby situation. That's not their relationship. They are truly in love. Excuse me. I'm a Toya. Because Toya was like, girl, everybody was looking like, what? What you mean it's not a sugar daddy situation? Then why are you here? Why did you seek this man out, slide in his DM, let him know you was a fan of the show in so many words with some emojis, and tell him you can have a baby since Quad wouldn't, and you don't even know if you could do it? Why did you do all that? What was the you knew he was a doctor. Girl, see, the problem is, some of y'all be getting with men who are doctors thinking that y'all about to be living this housewife life, okay, the soft life. Not Dr. G, he gonna make you work, okay? Because I remember Quad in them early seasons pushing medical equipment. So, and now Sweet Tea got to work. So yeah, you got to be saving face. This ain't no sugar daddy, sugar baby situation. I guess not, because he got you still punching that clock. But I'm glad that the producers did a little flashback when she said she still got a little access to the money. Because why would you mention you got a little access to any money if that's not what you're here for? Ain't no way you moved in Quad's old house and it wasn't about the money. I don't know. It's just my opinion. It's just speculation. But like Toya, I don't actually believe it. Anywho, so we get to the speed date and it's begun. And come to find out the guys are Dr. G's friends and the women, I don't know where they came from. He tried to say it was his friends, but I have recognized one of them. I've seen him before. I don't know which dating show it was. It was on some other dating show, but I can't remember his name, so I'll leave it be. But no, I think some of them was his friends, and then they had some paid actors in the building. The age gaps weren't really that drastic for some of the speed daters. Okay, one woman they said she was 38. She was sitting across from a guy who was like 43 or 46 or something like that. Like, that is not that big of a deal. Like, in the real world, nobody would even be talking about that. I'm 38. My man's 46. That's not even a 10-year age gap. Like, big whoop. Like, that's not even worth mentioning. But, I mean, I guess, to me, that's normal. But especially as you get older, the older you get, the less people tend to care about, like, an 8-year age gap. It's really not that serious. Phaedra was in with a younger male who's 30 to be exact. Rumor has it that they're still dating now. I seen a picture of her and him on the red carpet. He overlooked that lipstick, honey. Shout out to them. And then Simone walks in with Heavenly. This is a heavily produced scene. I guess they had to spice up this. It was going too well. They had to have some drama. So Sweet Tea pulled Heavenly to the side to chat, and Dr. Simone and Dr. Mimi come over to intervene. Dr. Mimi, you just got here, so why are you walking over? I know you're the psychiatrist, because she's a new psychiatrist in the bunch. And then Sweet Tea was all like, oh, yeah, her and her husbands are millennials, and we need that, and whoopie whoop. Girl, this is another thing I'm talking about with Tea. Like, Sweet Tea could be likable if she would stop doing some of the stuff she's doing. Like, I was giving her grace when she first stepped on the scene last season, because everybody's like, oh, she always talking about age. She always calling them so old. Y'all forget that they kept calling her a baby, and she's so young, and oh, you just a baby, you don't know nothing, oh, baby girl, and oh, when you grow up, and all this stuff, and oh, he just, like, basically was patrolling the high school hallways or something. Like, what are y'all saying? So you keep saying she's young, then yeah, she's going to turn around and say y'all old. But nobody's saying that anymore, and she's still bringing it up. Like, okay, girl, enough. Let it go. That's not how you come back and show them how mature you are by calling them old hags. That's not how you do that. And your husband is the same age. Like, why are you bringing it up? He's not no millennial, if that's so important to you. I understand wanting to have somebody, you can relate to and all that, but yeah. Anyway, and you don't even know if you're going to get along with them because they just got there. But anyway, at the party or the event, they came over, and I do agree with Sweet Tea on this, because she was telling Simone, like, you should have asked me if she could come instead of just popping up. But girl, they don't care about show events. The producers don't care. They had Heavenly at your wedding after you uninvited her. So at that point, they already let you know that your word is not bond and nothing you say is valid. They don't care about you, your feelings, or nothing. They're going to get that scene, even if it don't give much. It got heated a little bit, but then Heavenly says she wants to smooth things over before they go on the couples trip. That's not going to happen. The couples trip is where all the drama happens. That's what we watching for. So, they squashed it or whatever. What's her name? Sweet Tea said that she don't really accept Heavenly's apology, but it's a start. Girl, what else she got to do? Give you money? Give you her liver? Like, what more do you want? You got to let this go. So we get to Toya's party. Girl, don't nobody believe you pregnant, sis. Sorry, I didn't cough all day till now. So Toya's son is so annoyed with her. He is cooking, but he over there with the spatula just rolling his eyes, shaking his head from left to right. Because he really cannot believe that she really about to go through with this. Like the antics she will go through to be on the show. And I'm cracking up, okay? It's funny. So apparently, after Sweet Tea's event, there was an after party. After the party is the after party, okay? Everything seemed fine in the clip I saw. Like T and Heavenly was dancing, but because then the way Sweet Tea said it, she was like, "Oh yeah, there was an after party with me and this girl." And Heavenly was like, "My name is Heavenly," and I said, "I know that's right, girl. What? This girl?" And then I'm like, if everything was cool, what is this chip on your shoulder, Sweet Tea? Why are you mad now? She a little too like you got coddle her or something. I don't know. So, but whatever. She's just wants to be mad. Toya revealed that she revealed her purse because they were trying to figure out what she's mad about now. And Heavenly was like, I don't got no problems. That she was like, that contestant now, that's different. And Contessa was like, I don't want to talk about it. We'll talk about it later. When is later going to come? Because she keep brushing it off. Like, eventually, we got to get to this conversation and get it over with. I know it might be a little tougher because Heavenly and Contessa were actually friends in real life versus Sweet Tea, who she couldn't care less about. But y'all got to have this and move on and squash all the beef. That's all we need, new people to come in. Not one new person. Like, we need, like, a couple new people to come in and a couple old people to get out. So, especially we doing stuff like this, we having a baby shower for a Birkin bag. Child. She reveals the purse. She got a case for it and all that. Ooh, tacky Toya. Mariah Huck would have had a field day with this one now. That would have made it more interesting. Tacky Toya. Like, what is this? You really gonna have that in the middle of your living room? Like, where does this come from? Like, what? So, she revealed Stormy. And Ashton was like, and it's ugly too. I'm with him. I personally don't see why everybody wants a Birkin. It's for status. Like, I get it. It's for status. It resembles status. And not so much no more ever since Walmart then came out with them knockoffs. And now the people that got the real Birkins is hot. But people have been wearing knockoffs for years. Now, me personally, I don't like knockoffs unless you like, you know, like a teenager or something like that. I feel like if you just can't afford it, like, just don't get it. Like, just get a bag that you can afford. Like, just get a plain black bag with no label on it. Like, no need to get a fake version of the real thing. Like, if you just can't get it, then just don't get it. But whatever. I know people won't get it. I ain't mad because I ain't spend no $30,000 on no bag. I'm not, and I too think the bag is ugly. I don't know. That little knapsack, I don't like it. Besides the fact that it's like, look, I got money because I got this Birkin bag. I don't think it's cute. I really didn't like the color, that ashy gray that Toya got. I just didn't really care for it. And when she revealed it, nobody cared. I mean, I'm talking about they could not possibly care any less. Everybody was like, okay, what is this? Like, Contessa, like, I done took off work for this. Simone was like, look, I got 2 of them Hermes bags. Child couldn't even say the name right, but she like, I know one thing. I got 2 of them bags. Okay? This ain't my only, this show ain't my only check. Clock it. And then Quad was like, well, I only got 1. So, I mean, because they were trying to figure out what's the material made out of. Quad was like, I only got 1. Simone said, I got 2, I don't know. And then, you know, Contessa was like, I don't know, because when I got my first one, you know, I had like the little baby small one. And when I got my bigger one the next time, Because even Toya had it, she's like, oh, this is your first? And Toya was like, yes, my first. She's like, I guess I was excited like that, when I got my first. Like, girl, you in the room with doctors. Everybody already got them one or two, besides Heavenly, she was like, I'm not spending that money on no bag. Listen, I had got me a Gucci purse years ago, and I tell you, I wear that thing down to the ground. I got my money's worth and then some for that. I got my money's worth plus interest. I'll wear that thing all the time. That's my everyday bag. Because it's real and I pay for it. But listen, it's a black bag, it's a crossbody, and it just is easy to just throw on. It goes with everything. That old big bulky thing, I'm not going to work. Where am I, or church? Where am I wearing that thing to? I don't know. Even the smaller Birkins, and then some of the small ones are too small. I just feel like I'd rather have luxury purses that aren't maybe that expensive on that level where it's $30,000. Give me a little Gucci, a little YSL, Give me a Telfar, give me a Coach. I don't care. Because the new Coach tabby bags is cute. Okay, Coach is trying to make them a comeback. I see you, Coach. I see you, and they got legitimate leather. Louis V ain't doing real leather no more. Okay. If I give them a couple some of those, you can switch your purses out every other day. You switch your bags in and out. Versus you get that 30,000 Birkin, and now you got to wear that off gray, ashy gray, charcoal everywhere, and it don't match nothing. But I mean, good for you, Toya. Congratulations. So after they did that, someone was like, look, that's a personal joy though. Nobody cares. And that's the thing. It's great, but just for you. It's when somebody gets a luxury car or something. It's great, but I ain't about to be riding in your car every day. Congratulations. We don't got to have a party about it. Now you can make a big purchase a house. And Toya know about that. I heard her and Eugene just bought another one. Dang on. It never made sense for me for them to have bought that house, a dream home, wrote their name on stone, had somebody anoint the house or anointing oil just to sell it after a year and rent a house across the street. That ain't never made no sense to me. But I mean, something like that, okay, you're making a first big purchase, you having a baby, some life-changing event, a bag. Girl, yeah, let it be for you. Everybody will know when they see you with it. And I was really going to stand out because you did all this. They're going to be like, dang, here she come with that same old gray Birkin again. Toya act like she got new money all the time. Toya act like she hood rich. She just hit the lottery and just got some money for the first time. Girl. But, I mean, she said she wanted to do it to put a smile on the lady's face. Girl, that ain't even work. That was a flop because nobody smiled. Everybody was like, girl, are you serious? Why are we here? Let's just get to the couples trip. Let's get to the couples trip where, really pop off. They invite everybody named Mama Apollo getting an invite. Everybody getting an invite. Where was my invite? Okay. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.